What is up, UTLR Live? I'm your host, LRS, here with SP for the first ever points paying race in the UTLR F2 series. SP, how are you doing today here in Bahrain? It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Looking forward to F2. Finally, we got some open wheel action here on the UTLR side. We got the best of both worlds. We got guys who don't know what they're doing on open wheels. We got guys who know what they're doing on open wheels. We kind of got guys like me who kind of know a little bit of both. So you put them together and, you got a series, and that's what we got going on here tonight. We got about 13 to 15 racing tonight. Good start for F2, and we'll kind of see how the night goes. But still waiting on some drivers. But yeah, it's gonna be a good night, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. We do have some newcomers that were not here in preseason. Clean might be joining late, as well as Dusty. He's going to be in here full time. There's also Sean, who was not in preseason, Ducky as well, Toby. So a bunch of new faces. I think it's going to cause a lot of fun things to happen this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a very good season, I think. I'm looking forward to what we're about to see tonight. Um, should be a good one. We got some of the usuals like CCD and INF, who is very fast, very competitive, and he's in the field tonight as well as his buddy HD. Both of them here tonight. But then you have some interesting faces like Ducky. We have not seen what he could do in the open wheel cars. So is Toby Welsh. Both those guys, new guys who have not raced a single race here before. Then you have some guys, who were very unexpected to see, like Days or myself even. Like we both showed pretty good speed in the preseason race. So we'll see what happens. Toby right now on a flying lap. Kind of seeing what he puts down here. Um, so pretty good sector one, I think. But yeah, Luke, what are you kind of mostly expecting for tonight?
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of aggressive, a little chaotic, possibly. I think INF HD, obviously, they were really fast in the preseason race at Coda. You as well. And Trash Can. Trash Can's not making it tonight, but it's going to be a really close battle here, I think. There are 3 DRS zones, which is going to allow the racing to stay close, especially in cars like this that are all based on talent and, driver ability. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be close, probably a little chaotic, but that's part of it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very looking forward to tonight. Um, Still trying to figure out who else is gonna join. We are still missing one driver, maybe two if we're lucky. So, still got some
Possibly
guys.
3
Who
if
would be the
Jaden
third?
answers.
Jaden answers. Yeah, I would like to see Jaden race too. He would be really nice to have here in the field as well. I don't know if he's online or not. Looks like he's
Decent lap from
on.
Dusty there. 144.8 up on Toby, 146.4.
Yeah, not too bad.
Very solid.
HG
Only
is
a couple
doing
of cars.
multiplayer at Qatar. This is not Qatar.
Yeah, there's a couple of cars out on track. Yeti, who I think could have the fastest car here this weekend, he's about to set his flyer on his only set of tires. Williams out there too. I think he's going to be a threat this week. We saw him get caught up early in the feature race at Coda in an accident with eventual race winner INF. So that's going to be interesting to see how they both fare in the feature race today. SP, we have no sprint for Bahrain. The first sprint's going to be, well, it's not announced yet. We have some plans to announce it, but it's soon.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to where we're doing it. It should be a good one. I also want to point out something as we're watching Yeti here go through the track. I did something I accidentally did. It's not going to affect the lobby or anything, but I accidentally turned safety or red flags on increase. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what will happen. Um,
Well, as long as
but
safety cars
yeah.
are on, an increased red flag has to be 2 DNFs at once. So
Yeah, and we'll see if that happens. I don't think we should see any of that tonight. I think everyone should be pretty straightforward as far as racing goes. Shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, watching Yeti here. This is my teammate. Very good sector one. See what he puts down in sector two. Here he comes in the end of it. Sector 2 is gonna look like wherever the end is,
Very decent.
45.6. Pretty decent. Coming out of the last penultimate corner right there, coming into the last turn now. Be looking very strong. Very good turn right there. Got the corner great. It'll be a pretty decent lap. Should put him P1 maybe.
Definitely. It's going to be a 143 at least.
Yep,
It's a 143.7.
Yeti will take the pole away.
I will say, for Dusty, who just downloaded the game and has never raced an open wheel car, that 144.2 is really impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know he'll be a threat all season long if he decides to run the full schedule. Very nicely done right there. Um, Looks like Ducky's also trying to put a lap down.
Yeah, I think the next car that's going to set a lap is going to be William right here in the high-tech car, number 9. He apparently was running a 141 in practice, which is borderline untouchable.
That's what I saw. I saw William go out there.
And there it is,
And
142.7. A full
wow.
second faster than Yeti.
And I thought Yeti had a pretty decent time. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really, really good lap from William.
According to my calculations, the session says that the theoretically best lap should be a 142.6. And we're seeing a 142.7. I don't know if anyone's going to beat that 142.7 by William right there. That's a pretty good lap. I don't expect anyone to beat that.
There's a couple of people that I could see beating it, but I don't really see it getting beat. INF and HD are the two that I have my eye on. Maybe Sean. Never really seen Sean in this car as well.
Oh, yeah.
And Days. Days could set something nice.
Yeah. I think Days could do something.
You see in this shot we have Yeti, William, and Days.
Okay, get off my controller.
So as I wait for Jaden to answer, we do have a confirmed 14th entrant. That's going to be Tyler. We're waiting on Clean to respond. He has not yet said anything to me.
Nothing to me yet either.
And William just bettered his lap by a tenth, a 142.697.
Very nice.
Day starts his flyer, so does Deport. Loadbroke's out there setting a lap. I'm going to ride on board here with Deport. See what kind of pace he can get through the first sector and in the second sector. He's giving a big tow to a car behind him. I think that's Days, who's also on a lap. This sector is really hard. If you get up on that curb, just like Days did right there, the car will go straight. Off the track right there, I think that's SPE. Oh, it's not
That
SPE,
would be
that was
Eddie.
his teammate. Yeti, yeah. Purple middle sector for Deport, though. This could be a really quick lap for him if he can finish the final corner well. We will see, though, as he comes out of the final corner into the line. Has to beat a 142.6. Not going to beat that, but it is a good lap. A 143.4. That's a very decent lap from Deport. Day set a 143.4 as well, 476, so he's above Deport. Yeti 143.3. There's a crash right here between Yeti and Load Broke. I just clicked on and there was an accident. Load Broke is completely destroyed. The front of that car is completely destroyed. The entire wing is gone. He's still in the race.
Yeah, his wing is
That's very
sitting
interesting.
right there in the last section. I just passed it.
This is interesting to see how that works. SP's on a wet weather tire. But yeah, there's a lot of drivers going through the middle sector. Sean is in there. There's Load Broke. He has to go through the middle sector because he has to pit for a new wing. Deport, Days, Eddie, William. You see the Red Bull car coming into their stall right there. So apparently Yeti ran out of fuel, was out of the racing line, and Load Broke still plowed into him.
Oh.
So that's a very interesting development there. You see though Load Broke's in this this Alpine car. We're already halfway done with the qualifying session, and about half the grid has made a lap. A few others still. Apparently, Yeti has a grid penalty from that.
Oh.
A 3-place grid penalty for contact with Load Broke.
Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. He's going to have to just suck it up.
Yeah, that sucks. You don't want to see that, especially in the first race of the season, but he has the speed to overcome it.
Yeah, for sure.
See Ducky around in the second sector, missing part of his front wing. The right front end plate completely gone. I think that's Sean behind him. Yeah, that is Sean behind him on a fast lap. Kind of locked up the tires right there. The ones that I'm interested to see is INF and HD, who are both the only two who have not come out of their pit stalls yet. And right now, we have hit the halfway point in qualifying. Tyler about to come in, be on his way. Clater's on his flying lap in his art car, ART, Teo Porcher. Sitting in the Sauber Academy. See Richard Milley on the car. Very nice. Clater was really fast last week in Coda in preseason. We'll see if he can carry that speed over to Bahrain. SP, who are your main contenders? I mean, I know that lap from William is kind of insane, so that'll be something to watch.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on William, but I'm also going to keep an eye probably on INF. He's pretty fast. And on wet tires, I beat Low Broke.
SP, Clean just sent me a party invite. Can you join him? If possible.
Yeah. I'm out of gas, so that sucks. You want me to join his party, or do you want me to invite him in here? What do we do?
Join his party. Tell him that he can race. See if he wants to race. I'll send you an invite to come back here, but he can't be in the booth party.
Okay, I will invite him. So we got another driver race in the night. Very nice.
So I'll send you an invite to join back into the party.
He invited me to a party, so yeah. Okay, I'll be back.
All right. All right, so SP's out of the party. He is out of gas. Currently sitting on the racing line. Probably needs to get out of the way. Probably needs to get out of the way. Oh my good God. That was Toby that almost hit him. SP was sitting right on the apex of the corner where people run wide. So we're going to wait. See how this this all transpires. We still are waiting on Tyler and Clean, so we are going to have a 15 car field. Jaden has not yet answered, but it is confirmed a 15 car field. We did set new baseline rules to be eligible for the championship. You do have to compete in 12 of the 14 races this season. So you can't cherry pick and then win the championship. We want it to be as fair as possible. As you see Toby coming through. Probably not going to improve his lap here. Looks a little slower. We'll see though as he comes to the line. Yeah, not an improvement, but maybe he's going to set it on this lap, be a little more aggressive. Go up actually on board with Yeti, who has a 3-place grid penalty for slamming into the back. A load broke. Day is very impressed with that 3rd place. Clean is in. All right, well, let's go backwards through the field. I do think Ducky, INF, and HC are going to have some pretty competitive laps. Ducky will probably be around 5th. INF and HD will probably be around William at the front with Yeti. But William with that 142.6, that is extremely impressive. About 7/10 clear of Yeti, who's in 2nd. Days in his PHM, that is a very beautiful lap for him. Only about a 10th behind Yeti for 2nd. Deport as well, great lap for him. We didn't really see that pace out of Coda from him, so happy for that. Sean, really good 143.5. He asked how a 145 lap was in practice, and it was not good, so you can tell he's definitely improved. Clater, a little lower than he probably would have thought, as well as myself. Dusty in 7th. That's actually pretty good for his first open wheel race in his first try, as well as for Toby. Load broke a 146.9. Not terrible for him. He is an oval racer, so it's hard for him to improve. And SP has not set a competitive lap on a soft tire quite yet. Clean is in his Prima, so we're going to be waiting on his lap, which is going to be really competitive, as well as INF and HD. Once Tyler gets in here, he will be a top 10 threat as well. Gonna see if I can get Tyler in here. Sorry if you guys see my entire friends list. So maybe if I can, there he is. Invite to game. There we go. Williams actually out on the track, just came out of the pits, so we're going to stay on board with him, see what kind of, where he gains his speed.
I'll say this. Okay, I pretty much just told Clean. I said, or I told INF's party. I said, I'm dropping my son off for daycare, and he's like, oh, okay. And then I invite Clean to the party and says, have fun, son. So that's what I did. So he's in there with Ducky and all them. So I don't know how it's gonna work out, but Hopefully they get along, but he's
Can
in
you
there
send
now.
Tyler an invite for me to the game? He
Yeah,
asked for one.
if he's online, I can. Let's take a
I'm actually
piss.
really happy with this 15 car turnout. We were
I am
expecting a
too.
little less than this, so this is nice.
I am too. Tyler's not on yet, apparently, for me.
All right.
Oh, he might have just turned on now. I don't know. I invited him, so I don't know.
I'll just send him an invite. He said invite his EA code. I don't even know how to do that.
I invited his.
You can see the debris flying off of Clean's tires right there behind the car. It's extremely interesting. You can see he's definitely running in the marbles. You can see all the debris on the tires. Especially that right front still has all the debris on it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bathroom break and then I'm gonna run my laps. I'll be back.
All right, well, we're on board with Clean. This is the first time I've seen him in an F2 car ever. See what kind of speed he has. In HD, we didn't notice. We were too busy getting some people in. Ran a 142.9. Second driver to break into the 142s. Closest driver to William thus far. This looks really good from Clean, though. He looks really fast through this section of the track. Really good apex right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna invite Tyler because nobody else is doing it.
I can't add him. He's not online yet.
He's not a friend of mine, so I can't invite him.
I just invited him. There he is.
All right, William has parked the car. He thinks no one's gonna beat his 142.9
Well, it's time for SP to go
or
out.
142.6. Sorry. SP, what kind of lap time do you think you're gonna run? Have you practiced?
I have not put a lap down besides my wet tires that I ran. I have not touched this track in an F2 car. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I did really good at the Bahrain race in wheel to wheel, got 12th. So, I don't know. I was a full.
Oh gosh,
What?
that's a terroristic duo. Clean and Tyler in the Prima cars.
Oh no!
But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna get on board with INF here in the Dams Racing car number 11. See what he does, because I feel like he might be the closest threat to William. And with 3 DRS sections in this race, SP, I think it's gonna be very competitive, keeping the field close.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going to be a very competitive race, I think.
Every single car out on the track except for HD, Yeti, and Days.
And William.
Clean and yeah, and William. And Clean with his lap, his first F2 lap, he puts it fourth, so that's impressive for him.
What's the chat saying?
That's just Alex asking why clean or why yeah, why is clean in a Prima.
Say you accidentally took control of the wrong car.
Well, so anyway, 2 minutes 50 seconds left in qualifying. SP, what do you expect here? INF's on his hot lap, so I'm gonna start on board with him. But you think anyone's gonna beat William?
I don't know. I just got a purple sector 1 though, so we'll see.
You got INF right behind you, giving him a nice tow. So, gonna see what happens between you two. He's in the Dams car, you're in the Carlin. The Prema Tyler is the only other driver to not set a competitive lap. Looks like Yeti's not going to set another lap. Neither will Days or Deport, but everybody else setting laps. Couple of drivers who jumped up a few spots. Sean in the MP went 4th. Clater in the Art car went 5th. They knocked clean down to 6th. But here comes INF and SP around the final corner. SP looking like he could maybe get a high 143. SP sets a 143 flat. Really good lap. Puts himself P3 in front of his teammate, but INF ups him by 1. By 0.2 of a second, goes 3rd. Tyler gonna set a lap. Really nice laps by the Carlin duo of SP and Yeti. And two high-tech cars of HD and William are 1-2.
We'll take it. Good lap.
Tyler coming around to start a lap. The qualifying is finished for Yeti, for Sean, for Clean, for Days, and possibly Deport. Tyler goes 145.8, jumps Toby, Loadbroke, and Ducky. Next driver that I'm going to be looking at that probably has pace to set a nice lap. No, so Clater's done as well. I assume SP's done. Yes, he is. INF is probably done as well. Looks like he's on a flyer still, though. This is the guy I'm watching, HD. Purple, middle sector, up 0.5 on his lap. Could be challenging William for pole. All dependent on how he gets through the final corner. See what he does. Oh, he goes extremely wide in the final corner to avoid the bumps. He comes into the pits. His qualifying is finished. Here comes INF around the final corner. Looks like he's going to set this lap, finish the session for himself. It's a 142.8. He jumps HD, gets closer to William, but not close enough. SP's done. He's 4th. Yeti's 5th. With the 3-place grid penalty, he'll start 8th. That's Sean 5th. Clater 6th. Clean 7th. Then Days 9th. Deport 10th. Deport is actually still setting a lap, so we'll see if he improves at all. He is 0.6 down, so I don't think he will. Tyler is up a large amount on his lap. We'll see if this can put him anywhere near the top 10. Tyler's Prema crosses the line. He stays P12, so he gained a lot, but not enough. It's William and INF on the front row, HG and SP on the second row, Yeti and Sean on the third, Ducky and Loadbroke back in the field. SP looks really competitive. I thought that lap from William was not beatable, but there's about 5 or 6 cars that can probably challenge that.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I'll take a P4. That's a pretty good lap for me, man. For someone not being an open wheel racer, I'm definitely improving for sure. And that P4, man. I started P2 last week, and in the pre-season, obviously we had a sprint, but overall, I'll take it. Great lap by me.
Yep, and Deport coming into the pits, that's going to end qualifying as soon as he gets into his stall. So SP, we need to tell them to not press A.
Well, they don't really need to, just because it's
There's no
whatever.
setups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, qualifying is finished. William and INF, like I said, on the front row. This race, in my opinion, going to be extremely action-packed. It's actually a 5-place grid penalty for Yeti, so he falls from 5th to 10th. Everyone else is going to move up a spot clean in unfamiliar territory in the middle of the pack. And look at how close the top 10 are, SP. This might be a great race setting up.
Yeah, the top 10 all under a second. But you could kind of see a little split between 4th and 5th. Obviously, I'm not going to take any credit away from Yeti, but 3 tenths to compare to 6.5 tenths, pretty good right there. So who knows? We'll see what the race has to unfold. I think we're going to have a pretty good race on our hands tonight. 15 drivers, so one less than preseason. But overall, I think we got some great drivers here. We picked up some new drivers literally in the last 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Big shout out to Williams. Didn't get the greatest of starts last week. He did really good in the sprint, just kind of didn't really go anywhere after he got wrecked lap 1, but good comeback, going to start front row. Now, does the grid get inverted? Did Yeti just pull an
No,
SP strategy?
that's only for if there's a sprint.
Okay, well, race strategy. Looks like it's going to be cloudy all race, so I don't know.
So just let me know when the timer's done running.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
16
do want to
lap
give a shout
race.
out. Only 16 laps.
That's it.
All right, and I do want to give a shout out to our 12 viewers right now.
Wow. Well, I have one.
Wow. Well, it's going to be really fun. I assume the timer's around 20 seconds right now.
Here we go.
Oh, well, here we go. The 5 lights are on ahead of the UTLR F2 debut in Bahrain. It's lights out, and away we go. Williams spun the tires. INF got a better jump than him. They're still side by side for second. That's HD and SP who got good starts. Yeti got a good jump over Sean. Clater in the middle of the pack. Contact. Couple drivers with damage at the front of the pack. Somebody's missing the front wing. I think that's William. That opened the door for HD to get by SP. Someone's around in the back. Toby, Dusty, both around. Side by side for the lead. INF going to the inside, or sorry, outside of William. HD's trying to get in there. SP's getting passed side by side with his teammate of Yeti.
Oh, contact for the lead.
Yeah, INF takes the lead as William has no left front wing. Sorry, that's HD with no left front wing. So William actually just didn't get he just didn't get a good start. Still, though, the entire top 10 under a blanket. Back behind these guys, some damage, a little bit of damage for drivers in the back. Yellow flag, somebody's around, that's Toby. Actually, he has no damage, he's just driving really slowly. But INF coming around to the final back straightaway, coming into the final corner. He's trying to lead the first official lap. And the pole for William SP, we forgot to mention, that's 2 points. He's already the championship leader.
Yeah, good start for him already. And I think he's going to be the championship favorite continuing on this season. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, with INF leading a lap there, the first lap, he kind of carries over from Coda where he won the sprint and the race. Tyler comes into the pits, I assume, with damage. Clean back here behind Sean. Struggling a little bit. Already on to lap 2. That was a really quick lap 1. Few drivers in the pits. Toby's behind a little bit. Ducky and Dusty. But still the entire top 10 within DRS range of each other as DRS opens at the end of this lap. INF, we saw this in Coda in preseason. He has really good race pace, but not great qualifying pace. It's kind of the opposite for William. Great in qualifying, not really good race pace. So William's going to probably have to push here to keep INF in tow so he can maybe get the DRS when it opens at the end of this lap. Clater's actually dropped behind Yeti, so now it's the entire top 5 in a DRS train, and then there's about 5 cars in the second train. Clater, Sean, Clean, Days, and Loadbroke. But here we go. INF's going to lead another lap. It's going to open the DRS. Deport gets by Loadbroke. SP's fallen to a second behind HD. That's big in terms of DRS. I do think the entire top 5 still, though, has it. Yes, they do. Yellow flag in the back. Somebody's around Tyler. He's actually DNF'd from the race. That's a safety car.
Of course, Tyler DNF'd.
So Tyler not starting the season off with a great race like he wanted to. Toby gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. That's just inexperience right there. He does not really understand the delta. So no fault of him. That's going to pull the field back together and turn off DRS, so we didn't really get to see much racing there because the DRS did turn off. SP, do you expect some people might pit here? Because I know we do have to make at least one stop.
I expect maybe the whole front to pit, if you want me to be honest. I really feel like the whole front is going to pit.
Toby just got another drive-through for speeding under the safety car. That's his second one. So I don't know how they're going to police that, if he has to do 2 or if they're going to just make him do 1 under green.
But
anyway, pit road is open. SP expects everyone in the front to come in. And that they are. INF, William. HD is going to pit. This is a lifesaver for him. He gets to fix that front wing. SP's coming in. Yeti joins him. Clater's coming in. Sean stays out to lead the Grand Prix. I think Sean and Deport have stayed out. Yes, they have. They're 1-2. Clean has come into the pits. We'll look on board with Loadbroke here to get a full, nice picture of the pit stop.
So with the double
Very
stacking, it killed HD, I believe.
HD had to fix a front wing, so yeah, it kind of did kill him, and on top of that, the double stack lost him time. I think Ducky stayed out, so he's up to 7th. Yeah, 4 cars have stayed out. They're 1, 2, 3, and 7. Sean, Deport, Dusty, and Ducky. SP, this is what we like to see, some parity at the front of the field. I know they're probably going to get swamped on the restart, but might cause some really intense and maybe controversial racing, which is what you always want to see in type racing like this.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see what's going to happen between the guys in front, so we'll kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, Ducky's kind of in the mid pack with old tires, with everyone behind him on new tires. So that kind of separated the field. INF, William, and yourself are separated from Clater, Clean, and Days.
I like that. I
Yeah.
do have a
Well, I
little
mean,
front
yeah.
wing damage, so I don't know how I'm going to fix that. It's like light green, like it's not yellow even. So it shouldn't
Your
really play a
entire left
factor.
front end plate is gone. How did that happen? How did they not replace that?
My car is still in lime green. It's not like dirt green, it's just lime green. It's not even yellow. It happened on the start when I dove into the corner to try to pass HD or try to get under him. I didn't we were 3 wide. I was just being too aggressive and I kind of just tapped HD. So
Oh, and
that
you see some drivers coming to the pits. That's Deport and Dusty. Sean is going to stay out. Oh! Dusty with a little contact to the rear of Deport coming in. No penalties, luckily. Ducky also pits, so now everyone's lumped together, and Sean is the only one who hasn't pit.
I hope he realizes he has to pit one time. Maybe he thinks he can go the rest of the way without pitting.
Yeah, you'll get disqualified if you don't pit. I made that mistake in a career mode race at Saudi Arabia. I stayed out to get a podium and got disqualified. I assume the safety car probably will be coming in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, more than likely.
All these drivers that pit will be catching the tail of the field easily. The safety car drives really slowly for these F2 cars. As you see, beautiful pictures here. This is really nice quality. The entire field here. I think Tyler becomes the first official DNF in UTLR F2 history. The first DNF that happened in the preseason race was somebody pulled into the pits and retired. So Tyler actually just crashed out.
Someone did crash out in the S's. I want to say.
Maybe it was Jaden.
Maybe.
Well, this is going to get intense and interesting as they all battle for the lead here, coming maybe to green with 6 to go. It'll be a late call if it comes in.
It's going to be a very late call if it comes in.
I don't think it's coming in. So safety car staying out again. Sean's pitting from the lead.
Well, that's great.
Some mid-pack drivers pitting as well. Load broke from 7th is pitting. Very interesting call from him. He was having a great run, in position for some nice points.
I just realized I'm going to get some good points here if I stay where I'm at.
And you have the speed to keep up with these two, so...
That's something you've never said ever to me, so we'll see.
So the new pecking order after pit stops during the safety cars: INF, William, SP on the podium places. Clater's up to 4th. Clean was 9th when the safety car came out. He's up to 5th. Days is 6th. Yeti 7th. HD has fallen to 8th, fixing his front wing during the double stack. Deport is 9th. Toby has to do a drive-through. He's in 10th. And Dusty's 11th. Ducky, Sean, and Load Broker outside of the points. And Tyler has DNF'd.
Make sure when the race is over, you get pictures of the, or hopefully it's on the stream of, you know, everyone.
Should be on the stream, but if not, we can take pictures. This restart's probably going to be a little hectic. SP has a broken front wing.
It's alright. We're going to cook. I kept up with them with that front wing because that happened lap 1, turn 1. So
I assume we're definitely going to be going green here. Yes, we are. There's the safety car in this lap. Information from race control. You see behind SP Clater really eager to get this thing started. INF backing up the field. Going to be interesting to see when he jumps. You see William warming up the tires, thinking he's Kimi Räikkönen. You see SP staying right in the middle. That's the Kimi Räikkönen Iceman move. Here's INF, probably going to jump right into the corner. Yes, he does. Sean gets a 5-second time penalty for hitting Dusty, so contact deep in the pack. Somebody's entering the pits. That's Toby to serve his drive through. INF already out to over a second on William, but overshoots the corner. Oh, big wreck behind them. Yeti's around. A couple of cars piling in.
I got hit by
Clater.
Clater hit me. He went too deep into the corner.
Up front, though, there's INF, William, and SP, who SP said his wing was working. Doesn't look like it is. 1.7 behind William, who's 1.2 behind INF now. Clean's up to 4th, trying to defend from HD. You see Clean still in the 4th spot. HD trying to look maybe for a crossover here. William slightly gaining tiny bit of time on INF as we near the halfway point of this race. Very, very close battles going on in the mid-pack here. See Clater Days, Deport all together here, and then in front of them, that's Clean and HD. Then Yeti, Dusty, Ducky, and Sean and Loadbroke all together at the back of the pack. See INF put a couple of tenths on William there, but William gains him back in the final corner. So that's interesting to see when DRS does open, how close they'll be to each other. SP struggling. So that front wing, I assume, doesn't feel good on these hard tires, SP.
Nope.
Yeah, so side by side here between Deport and Days. See Deport get by him. That's opening the door for Clater. We're going to go in a wide shot so we can see what kind of action takes place between these two, or three now, because Yeti's trying to make a move as well. Oh, very wide goes Deport right there. Probably got a warning for that. When we complete this lap, it'll be officially halfway in this first race. INF pulling away from William. SP trying to hold off Clean and HD. Days and Yeti are side by side. That's going to open the door for Dusty to get up to 9th. You see lots of wing damage for these drivers in the back. If a safety car comes out, the pit road will be packed with drivers who are trying to serve their penalties. See William gaining. He gains in the middle sector, but on this front straightaway, INF gets so much speed. Nice battle behind them as DRS is enabled. SP has gotten caught by Clean and HD. So SP, when you got hit by Clater, did it cause more damage, or is the car just not turning with the hard tires?
I think it's a little bit of both. The car definitely doesn't feel like it did earlier. It's struggling for everything. I don't know if I got side pod damage, but I definitely got clipped. I don't know how I didn't do a full, like, spin. It was partially
Yeah,
my
that's
fault. I did go wide, but it's alright.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if anything comes out of that, if any clips get submitted. But there's a big battle going on from 7th on back. Almost everybody together there. Oh, big slide from Clater. See, William has closed in just it's ever so slightly. They're not. It's not really much of a game if you really want to look at it. I think as these tires get older and he can turn the car more, the faster he's going to get. You saw there, though, he had a little snap of oversteer and he lost 0.2 from it. INF runs really wide there to avoid the rumble strips. Side by side for third. That's SP and Clean. Clean on the inside, SP on the outside. He keeps the position. HD behind them. Both of these drivers behind SP are going to have DRS, and Clean gets a good run off, but severely spins the tires. That opens the door for HD on his outside. HD trying to get a 2-for-1. SP comes back across the track to block. If HD wants to, he can make the move. He does. To the inside of SP he goes. Oh, and he kind of forced SP a little wide. That opens the door for Clean. Oh, contact between Clean and SP. They're hard into the wall. Don't think that's going to cause a safety car. Nobody lost any part of their wing. Kind of looked like Clean was trying to go around the what was the inside at the time. SP kind of was getting squeezed out by HD. I don't really know what happened there. SP, what happened?
Same song, second verse.
All right. Well, William has closed in on INF. Slowly but surely, if he can just keep it steady, he can gain the position. Something to mention, the Dams cars are first and fourth, and the high-tech cars are second and third. I don't know what kind of damage came out of that contact between SP and Clean, but I know Clean has front wing damage. I don't know about SP.
Oh, I got everything. Pretty much the same thing. What he did is what happened with me and Loading here on Friday. Clean had a great line going into the corner, and he had a great line coming out of the corner. It's just I was already kind of there. And we locked wheels, and I was trying to let off, and the more I let off, he let off, so it just kept hooking us more and more until eventually we hit something. So it wasn't all Clean's fault, wasn't all my fault. That's just kind of 50-50.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It took a whole aspect out of this race at the front. Clean was gaining speed, and you were trying to hold him back. So now, if the safety car were to come out, it would change everything, but it's almost too late. It has to happen in the next lap or two. See Clean come into the pits, put on softs, get a new wig. But we're focused on this battle for the lead, which hasn't changed much. INF's gained about a couple of tenths, maybe 0.3. William just can't reel him in. He's only a couple tenths out of DRS, but he just can't get there. I'll tell you who can get there. Days is on Yeti for 6th. He does not make the move, thinks better of it. Sean sitting, waiting in the MP car. INF comes to 5 laps to go. Battle for the final point heating up between SP and Ducky. SP has virtually no front wing. Ducky just trying to keep the car clean. Gonna be interesting to see how these two do battle. You see Days gaining on Yeti again. SP is going to gain a lot on Ducky here with the DRS. A lot, honestly. There he goes to the inside. He's going to get the move done before the corner. But Ducky trying to go around the outside, goes a little deep. SP hits the apex perfectly. Ducky with a beautiful crossover gets to his outside. This looks like what happened between SP and Clean all over again. Luckily, SP lets Ducky go through. Whew. Late safety car could be coming out here, and if it does, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy comes out of the leaders. See INF pulling away from William. 1.9 now. Was 1.7 last time. Now it's 2 seconds flat. You can hear William get on the gas really hard. Really revved up the car. Ooh, that's a really interesting spot to go side by side with Days and Yeti. Yeti to the inside of Days still. They give each other enough room. Days might get the move pulled off, but Yeti's still fighting on that inside. Yeti lunges a little deeper, tries to run Days off the track. That opens the door for Sean. Oh, contact between Yeti and Sean. Yeti didn't see him. Look at the run coming, though, from Yeti on Days. Well, it's going to be a run from Sean if he chooses to make a move. Oh, locking up the rear tires right there. Sean, they're 3 wide and turn 1 contact between Yeti and Days. Here comes Sean on Days to the inside, trying to get his second position in just as many corners. Come to 3 to go with INF and William this time. And INF's pulled away a lot. Really big gap for INF over William. HD's closed in a sizable amount. If he didn't have to restart in the mid-pack, it would have been a close battle for him. SP trying to pass Ducky still. Sean's still trying to get Days. Sean does have a 5-second penalty, though, for speeding in the pits, so this is kind of pointless if you think about it. Trying to gain on Dusty in retrospect. See INF up front, 2.5 ahead of William. He's coming to 2 laps to go when he crosses the line this time. I'm pretty sure he's led almost every single green flag lap. See Sean gaining on Days. Sean likes to lock up the tires in the corner to get the car to turn. See, nice move maybe brewing up here for SP. Was trying to get by Ducky for that last point. Williams closed in 4/10 in one sector, so maybe something to watch. 5/10 now he's closed in. The INF maybe having an issue. Maybe he's running out of gas. Maybe he's short on gas. SP, will that be a problem?
It was a problem in qualifying, so it could be another problem here.
Yeah, I mean, INF, we might have to look at that post-race. He keeps... before the long straightaway, he runs the corner wide, not the front straightaway, the second to last one. He runs the corner wide outside of the rumble strip to carry the momentum, and he gained 3/10 on William doing that. But Sean again. Oh, you see the rear end get a little snappy there. Trying to make a move on Days. I don't think he's close enough. SP's probably close enough with the DRS to make a move on Ducky. If he chooses to. Not really close enough to the go, though, for our race leader, INF. Oh, he might be close enough. Oh, he goes really wide and goes around the outside. Does not keep it in the track limits. Takes out a poor sign.
Trying to pass him, but I don't want to wreck him.
You see a lot of gaps throughout the pack. There's only one DRS battle. It's Sean and Days. SP's fallen out of DRS at Ducky, and that's going to be important as we come to the final lap. INF coming to the final corner. This time by, we'll see the white flag in Bahrain. And INF starting the season off pretty masterfully. Won the pole for the preseason race at Coda. Won the sprint from 10th. Won the feature race from 10th. He did not win the pole here. William won the pole. He gets 2 points for that. But INF did qualify second. He's up front now. And it's going to be really good points day for his team Dams with Deport in fourth. And then the high-tech cars, William and HD, second and third. Great points for them. You see William close in a little bit there, but this is all said and done unless INF makes a mistake. See SP and Ducky battling right here. SP trying to go around the inside. He gets door checked or side checked from Ducky right there. Ducky didn't know he was there. This is for the final point, so it's kind of important. Oh, Ducky turns in, doesn't make contact with SP, but SP runs a little wide, gets into Ducky. Still side by side. These guys have 21 seconds worth of a gap over a load broke, so they can have a little fun if they want to. Up front, though, INF enters the third sector. William has closed about 6/10 this lap, but INF probably just taking it easy, so he gets no penalties and doesn't spin himself out. INF coming to the weirdly shaped final right-handed corner. And he's been on a roll recently here on road courses. He is going to be the inaugural UTLR F2 race winner here in Bahrain. Started second, gets the win. William comes home second to get on the podium. HD's going to be coming home third.
Me and Duck are having a battle of a lifetime right now.
Deport fourth. Clater's going to come home fifth. Days sixth. We're going to come back and get on this battle with Ducky and SP. Sean gets to hold the 5-second penalty for not serving it. That moves Yeti up to 7th. Sean is 8th. Dusty's 9th. Ducky with a huge dent to the inside of SP. SP avoids him.
Wait, he might get it!
And SP's going to get the final point. Ducky 11th. Load broke 12th. Clean going to come home 13th after his contact with SP. And Toby 14th. Tyler 15th with his DNF. Really good race.
That was a good battle for the last position. I'm not mad about that. Hopefully Ducky liked that.
Really nice job for Dusty getting points. SP, Sean, great sixth place for Days. Deport fourth. Really, really nice win from INF. He won both the sprint and the feature in Coda for preseason. And he gets the victory here in Bahrain. Gonna take a picture of these points right here. And there we go.
So who got the top three, Luke?
It was William, INF, and HD. So we'll get them in the lobby.
I'm
Yeah,
ending my
Deport, you don't have to be
stream.
here.
Yeah, Deport, get out of here.
My bad.
Well, Luke, that was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good race. Obviously, not too competitive for the lead, but I thought it was fun. INF did win the race, but we're gonna interview him last. SP, do you want to start with the third place finisher?
Yeah, I'll start with third place finisher. Let me get all HD Morton. Hey Morton, how you doing?
Pretty goddamn grand, senor. How you doing?
I'm doing
Not
pretty
good, I
good.
imagine, after witnessing genocide firsthand from my POV.
Yeah, no, it's on my stream. But I'm yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what went on there. I'm not gonna talk about that, but HD kind
I
of
want to.
had some wing damage there at the beginning, it looked like, and had to fight his way through the field after restarting seventh and ended up with a P3. Now, besides Osama bin Clean kind of and me wrecking,
Osama bin
how
Clean.
did you manage to get up front, back up there?
I mean, I knew I was one of the top three fastest, so it wasn't a matter of, I guess, well, would I finish on the podium, but where would I finish on the podium? I'm not trying to sound cocky. I really don't want to. Like, I'm sorry if that I'm coming off like that. Um, excuse me. I really wish I could have been able to fight with the top two at the end because I was gaining on them without cutting. By the way, I just want to point that out. Yeah, for being the first race of the season, first race of a brand new series, like a points paying race of the new season of a new series. All things considered, that went very well, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud we only had one safety car due to incident. We had
Tyler
a couple
moment.
on track incidents. Couple on track incidents. Yeti Osama been rustling his way into the Yeti. I'm sorry. The moment was there. I'm sorry, buddy. Overall, I mean, you're gonna have your scrapes because it's the first race of the season. People are gonna still work out the kinks. We'll have them worked out by the third, fourth round of the year. It's just people getting accustomed to racing with each other. So I'm not worried whatsoever. Yeti, by the way, buddy, I'm not mad at you. I have no reason to be mad at you. I'm just poking fun. So take a joke. Everyone, take a joke. Smile. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, smile. You're on cricket. But yeah, third place. Good way to start the year. Hopefully, I can be a contending factor in the championship battle. I'm done.
Well, other than that, HD, would you like to shout out anyone?
Shout out Deport for almost getting on the podium. I kind of toyed with him a little bit, and I felt bad, but I kind of toyed with him at the end there to kind of, yeah. But shout out Deport. He had a very good night tonight. Shout out INF, leading basically every single lap of the race. Shout out my teammate, second place. Good stuff. High Tech is on the move, Senor. High Tech is cruising for a goddamn bruising. I'll tell you what. Um, and yeah, like I said, shout out everybody for showing up.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
y'all.
And thank you for
Really appreciate
racing,
y'all.
HD. I would have
Thank
been up
you.
there, but unfortunately, me, Osama bin SP, and Osama bin Clean just kind of wrecked each other. So
Clean stroll.
Clean is Stroll and I'm Ocon. So there you go.
Clean Latifi.
Wasn't even really his fault. It was more or less my fault. I kind of just, I don't know. I guess I didn't give him room. I'm looking at the clip as we speak, and you go around me. I go wide. I can't turn. I'm trying to turn. Clean's on my outside, and I just couldn't go anywhere. Anyway, I sent it to Clean. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, good job, HD.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, Luke, go
All
ahead.
right,
Take
SP.
second. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get William. William, you got a copy?
I'm here.
All right, William. Well, you had a really fast car, won the pole by about 2/10, which got you a couple of points in the championship, as well as finishing second. Really good race for you. Really good race pace. How are you feeling about that?
Um, well, I if it wasn't for the safety car, I could have been right on the pressure on on INF, and then the safety car came out of nowhere, and I was trying to make adjustments to the downforce side, and it was not working. You know what? I tried out everything I can, but I lost handling to the on the restart, and there's nothing I could have done so that I could have been a pressure on INF, but he kept going off track as a to try gaining advantage, and I couldn't get closer to him. And then in the final lap, now I started to get a little faster, but then all of it was too late. So E2, it's okay. I should have been up there, but I don't like this track, but so I'll just practice hard and make sure I could get a good race there, and yeah.
Yeah, and with the really good points you gained with second place and your pole, which gained you 2 points, are you maybe? Well, I think so. But are you in the championship battle? Do you think you have the pace to carry throughout the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's still, it's only just beginning at the first stage of the season, you know. There are a lot of things can come. Like there's my good tracks that's coming up, um, and other bad tracks that I don't like coming up. And And yeah, I gotta do whatever I do to try and keep up with a good pace and see if I could be in the challenge.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations on your pole and your second place finish, and I look forward to seeing the pace that you bring to Jeddah. All right, SP, you want to get the winner, or you want me to get INF?
You can
Well,
get
that
him.
was a quick exit.
All right, INF, how you doing, buddy?
I'm, you know what? I'm doing a little less than okay than usual. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I thought it was a fun race. I had fun up here in the booth.
Yeah.
Um, well, you did win. You last week in preseason you swept the sprint, the pole, the feature. You didn't get the pole here, but you started second, won the race, first ever UTLR F2 winner. Apparently, in a legal fashion. I don't really know about all that, but congratulations on your win. If you want to address what Williams said, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. But still, let's just hear your post-race comments. How did the car feel, and did you like the pace?
I'll address it
Um,
afterward.
no, I'll talk about it after. But first, I want to say it was a great job by the field. It was a spectacular race all throughout, even from the back to the front. It was all competitive and a great showing for the first race. As the car, I kind of struggled a bit on downforce and just in certain areas of the track, I felt like it was pretty weak. And otherwise, it felt like pretty fun in some corners to really just throw the car around and see what would work and what wouldn't. A lot of people driving up through the field and falling through the field made for some exciting racing. Um, as far as just going wide, well, first of all, it's on regular track limits. You're not going to be abusing that, or at least like not be aware of that, then I don't know what to really say. And it wasn't like I was doing much of anything bad. I was just going wide, like in the penultimate corner. And I'm sure you saw. I was going wide. I'll admit, yeah, it's off the track. Is it a good advantage? Yeah, but it's not like that was really anywhere else. Like I'm just blatantly cutting everything else. No, it's just I think it's fair game. I think it's like right on the curb. So my right's on there, so it wasn't like terrible. But yes, I will acknowledge I kept going wide, but it's within the boundaries of the rule set. That's how the game works, and I'm not gonna apologize for something everyone else is doing. I felt like it was fine. And obviously, I don't think it would have made a difference if it was on strict or not. I feel like my pace was still going to be more or less the same.
Yeah, personally, I'll give you my view. I did see that you were running wide, like you admitted. I see why he's mad, but like you said, the rule book permits you to do that. So you didn't break any rules, and a bunch of other people were doing it. And it's a new league, so stuff to discuss. But you won the race, and nobody got track limit penalties, which is what we wanted to see. So congratulations on your win. Anybody you like to shout out?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out everyone that was in my party tonight, or at least not in my party, but in the party that I was in. Everyone was it was really nice vibes in there. Shout out everyone else that was on track and racing. It was a lot of fun to be able to race with them tonight. Thank you guys for broadcasting as always. LRS did an amazing job. Uh, yeah, that's kind of it. Shout out Hunter, shout out William, shout out Deeport. My teammate did a great job, and shout out Clater for fifth.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations, INF. Going to carry that speed over to Saudi, I hope. It's going to be a good battle there. That track's going to be kind of insane.
Yeah, I haven't touched Saudi, so maybe you have to see a rare practice from me.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun. SP, any comments for the race winner?
Hi, INF. What you have for dinner?
So tonight I had tuna melt for
Oh,
dinner.
okay.
So it was pretty nice, pretty yummy. What'd you have for dinner?
I had a Indian curry chicken pizza.
Oh, that sounds good.
It
Was
was
it
so
good?
good. Oh, it was so good. Now my stomach is all cramped up.
Um, Sorry about your stomach, but sounds very yummy.
So yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, no questions. Good job, INF.
Thank you, SB.
All right, well, we're going to close it out here from UTLR Live. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Congratulations to our podium sitters, HD, William, and INF. It was a great opening race for the UTLR F2 series, and we will see you guys next week at Saudi Arabia. I've been LRS with SP, and once again, thank you for watching.